Here is Longrow Red. So this is another label that Springbank produces. It's named after a defunct distillery, Longrow, surprisingly. Not so surprisingly. What they do with the red, though, is that they will mature these things in red wine casks, the reds, which is kind of exciting.
Pinot Noir in this case.
Yeah, so probably starts, it may start, it's peated as well. Pinot Noir cask matured, so I don't, yeah, it probably was completely in the red wine cask. Look at that color. That's
amazing. You can see the red in there.
This is going to be a different taste experience than the other one. It's peated, so you're going to get a little bit of that smoke. It's not heavily peated like the Isla whiskies, but it's a little bit peated. It's 11 years old. It's 53.1%, 750 mils, and it's distilled in Scotland.
All right.
Once again, nice, clean, bottle design. I love it. It's just very, very simple. Yeah.
Very straightforward.
Little splash of red on the word red.
There we go. And
all right.
Ooh.
Just give them all the drops.
Yeah, you want every drop you can get. Every drop is sacred.
And as well, if you want to have more of any of these, please do. So here's my retentive quality is that I always have to make sure that the pour faces the label, so that when you read the label, you can then just pour. Little things you get to learn about me. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the wine cellar is here. This is earth.
I don't know. I'm getting like a candy store. That's there's a sweetness.
Okay, yeah, it's coming in. Above it.
This
it's like a wine cellar under a candy store.
This reminds me of a town in Washington called Paulsbo that you take the ferry to from Seattle. So you drive onto a ferry, and then you're on a ferry for an hour, and then it's this little tiny town, and for some reason. Mm-hmm. This just reminds me of that.
This is the smell of that town.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it does kind of have a quaint town, sort of a nice, a place where they might have some, local baked goods or I don't know, some sort of local delicacy that has a caramelized exterior of some sort. Something sweet, I think.
And the guy in the distance going, "Hats for sale! Hats for sale!"
Hey, I've never thought I needed a hat, but now that it's for sale and so proximate, I think I might go explore that.
So yeah, I think if I'm building a house in here, it's a cottage in the woods, and it's made out of gingerbread and candy. That's what I think.
Are you the Wicked Witch?
Not in a negative sense.
I'm Hansel. Hello.
Yeah.
May I come into your house?
Come on in.
Oh, I'm really a vampire.
Oh, twist!
You invited me.
Twist on the story. But it's all in here. It's all in here. I can smell all of that.
Yeah, and then the investigation afterwards that takes place.
I have to say, I really love this nose, and this is a Scotch. I could just sit here and smell this, and I don't care. I want to taste it, but I'm in no rush at all.
Yeah, there's no
just
urgency.
sit here and smell it.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really enjoying this.
Oh yeah. You get the oak, and you get a raspberry jam or something.
Oh yeah, there is a sweet, thick, sweet jam in there for sure. I don't know, rhubarb or something.
Oh, maybe that.
Ooh, blackcurrant.
What's that?
Blackcurrant?
Yeah.
It is very similar to cherry or raspberry. It's more of a British jam. You should try it. It's really good. It tastes like cherries, kind of. But it's a type of, they're little tiny kind of fruits, little tiny berries. Highly recommend it. You can get it World Market or something. Get some blackcurrant jam.
Blackcurrant?
Yeah.
Blackcurrant jam.
Probably one of my favorite jams. I also really love raspberry jam, but this is hitting both those spots for sure. Oh god, that's so good.
There's something very homey about it, for sure.
I do feel if maybe it's just because, but I definitely feel like I can smell and taste the Pinot. You know, that sort of light, floaty Pinot. You know, fruity Pinot flavor.
But it's a distant echo of
Yeah.
it. It's not
That's,
right in the face. It's
you kind of have to look for it, but it's there.
it's somewhere in that black currant flavor.
A memory of a friend you once had who
Sold hats.
who sold hats and you haven't seen in 15 years. But
It's me, the hat seller, friend of yours.
if you listen,
vampire. It was definitely a delicious vampire in this one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So far, of the ones we've had today, and Andrew's gonna give me a hard time for this, but this is my favorite one so far of the ones we've had today.
Delights me every time he says it.
Because I'm always like, this is my favorite. Every time. This one's my favorite until I drink the next one. And that will be my favorite.
I mean, there's something to be said. The favorite one is the one in your hand.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to disrecommend it.
Ooh, disrecommend.
Oh.
Did you make up that word or is it a real word?
No clue.
Who cares?
Oh, it says down there. Why am I giving myself more work?
That was not us.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I do not want to put water in this.
Mm-mm.
I do not.
For science, I'm going to. Oh, no, I don't want to, though. No, it's yummy. It's
You
yummy.
should pour a little bit more in and then do it. That's my recommendation.
And you all are welcome to have more.
I'm
if you
telling
want.
you to do it.
I'm not limiting anybody. I'm just making sure that if you have to,
You know,
do
for
something later
science.
You know, anything in the pursuit of science really
Yeah.
is important. Science is extremely important, especially in this, day and age that we're living in. Science.
You mean a methodology that can prove if something's true or not?
Yes.
Wow. I wish I had one of those. Oh, yeah, it's science.
Guys, remember when we used to live in a society that was governed by the laws of physics and the scientific method?
Mm-hmm.
General curiosity for knowledge and the unknown. Remember when we used to live in that society?
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah.
and where people were polite to one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we drink. Also, because the scotch is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Really, that's why we drink, because the scotch is fucking delicious.
How did the water change it?
Yeah, what's the story, Morning Glory?
I mean, I'm getting a little bit longer finish, kind of that oaky wide end is bigger. The sweetness is kind of tamped down. It's not bad, but it is different.
I kind of want to try that now.
I'm getting like sulfur or match head in the
After the water?
in the nose after the water. Yeah.
Huh. I feel like I should try it. I guess I probably should.
Either that or I'm having an aneurysm and
Oh, yeah.
smelling things.
No, I get that match head that you're saying.
Oh yeah, it's like fireworks. Or yeah. Huh.
It's the guy just burning the rest of his hats because no one's buying hats anymore. So he just...
They're out of style. Why did I invest so much in hats?
It does make it a little more of a journey rather than like a house made of candy. It is more of like a little path through a forest glen where all of the flowers and like plants are made of candy. Like you walk a little longer and it's like, oh, there's candy along the path.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa land.
It is, yeah. This is Oompa Loompa land.
Mm.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's right.
Delicious.
I forgot what Gary used to do. He'd do this.
Oh yeah, rinse the glass.
Get a little bit of whiskey water at the end. Thank you, Gary. Oh, that's good.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot more the red wine cask. I feel like you I can taste a stave in here. Like if I opened my mouth and pulled out a little bit of wood, I wouldn't be surprised. It's Pinot Noir soaked wood. Just
Yeah. highly recommend this Scotch.
Yeah, I'm really
This is a good
enjoying
one.
it.
I have a friend at
Really
work
good.
that says like anytime a Longrow Red comes out, just go get one. That he's been happy with every single one, and I've kind of been happy with every single one as well. And they sometimes do different casks, so you can see on the front this is a Pinot Noir. There's other kinds. They'll have, oh goodness. I poured a little more. Sorry guys.
That's fine. Hey. As you've said, it's your whiskey.
I'm kind of a jerk.
No, Canadian levels of jerkiness are entirely different than what we would assume. I didn't apologize quick enough. I'm such a jerk.